This channel is supported by Truefire. Truefire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Since the initial Silver Sky SE came out, quite a lot has changed. I've become a father. I did buy at least, I think I've had 3 of the initial SE run. I've done reviews of those in the past. I sort of pointed out some flaws when I had them. The question at the time that I'd seen was like, you know, was this better than a Mexican Player? So I did a comparison on that at the time. Now there's a Mexican Player 2, but there's also a Fender Standard to sort of contend with. So I thought I'd ask PRS if I could check one of these out. So I will be doing some comparisons with those guitars. This has come from PRS, so yeah, let's take a look, plug it in. We'll play it, and play it alongside a Player 2 at some point. Oh, I also have an actual Silver Sky now, don't I, as well, so I can compare it to that. Guitar in hand, what I can tell you that I honestly love about this already is that this is a much more substantial neck than you'd get on, for instance, a Player or the Player 2. So it actually has a bit more of that sort of premium feel because it doesn't have one of those skinny necks. I think this colour is a lot better than the initial run too. just whilst I'm here, I think I want to get the Fender Player 2 out, which I've been really impressed with. I'll do a proper in-depth demo of these, but just whilst I'm here, just to get an idea, like... So I think these pickups to me seem a little duller. Like less of that sort of stratty scoopiness. Yeah, out of the box, I have to say, again, this is impressive to me. I'd say that between this and the Fender Standard, I would be saying the Silver Sky is the way to go. If you can find one at a reasonable price, and I think you can find these pretty easily for the same price as a Fender Standard. This is, to me, easily quite a bit of better guitar. My Fender Standard is actually gone now, so, but the fretboard feels great, finishing is good. Yeah, it's just, you know, £500, £600, whatever they are now. What I like best about it is that neck shape, which is not that common to find a bit of a more like adult feeling neck at this kind of price range. Typically they go for the slimmer C's and stuff like that, which really does set this guitar apart. You know, sires don't have a particularly full feeling neck. So that is the definite thing that the Silver Sky SE has going for it, and why I would say, you know, pick one up if you get a chance. The one area that it does have a slightly blocky-ish looking nut, but it's not terrible. But in general, that's a very tidy guitar. It's not as light as some of them, but it feels... I'll go and weigh it and find out, but that's a really quite a pleasant looking guitar, I think, for my money. I'll do a video as well, kind of comparing it to the real Silver Sky. One major difference is you've got like a satin feel to the neck, which in some cases some people might even prefer that, but it definitely doesn't feel like a cheap guitar at all. I want to say again, like at the cheaper end of the guitar world, that is, I think, a very pretty looking guitar. Like that, to me, even as someone who's not necessarily got on 100% with like PRS stuff all the time in terms of looks, like there is something to it which really does put off some people. I just think that is a really, really lovely colour. I don't know if you feel the same.